Ni hao, welcome. I'm in China at the Great Wall of China, and this is music for Thursday, May 28th. We're continuing our journey around the world and music around the world. Let's get started. Resources, because you know we always do that first. Tuesday we were in Spain. Wednesday we are in Brazil. Today we are in China, and tomorrow we are in the Netherlands. Now, in case if you didn't know where China is, we're going to look at the world map. Let me get rid of that one. All right, looking at the world map. We were right here in Spain on Tuesday, then Brazil, and now we're here in China. So let's learn a little bit about China and its music. Let's go. First things first, China. Its language, Mandarin Chinese is the most popular language in China, but Standard Chinese is the official language. They also have some local dialects like most countries do. And to say hello in Chinese, you say ni hao, which is how I greeted you. China is the fourth largest country in the world behind Russia, Canada, and the United States. And again, if you look back at my map when I showed you, you can see that. Russia is here, Canada and the United States, and China right here. And actually, if you look, China, I'm serious, it looks like a chicken right here. So to help you identify it from now on, look for the chicken. I kid you not. It's my little helpful remembrance for you. China has the largest population in the world with over 1.3 billion people as of 2016. Scenes from China, and then you can see the one behind me with the Great Wall of China. Okay, instruments from China. We're going to go to a different resource right now because I remember sometimes I do that with different ones. All right, now, first, the ancient people of China thought that music was holy, having the ability to purify the spirit. One of the very first musical instruments was discovered in China was a flute made of bone that can be traced back during the Neolithic age, long, long time ago. During the different Chinese dynasties, many music styles emerged. After the Han Dynasty, there was an increase in cultural exchange on the Silk Road. The Chinese learned new ideas from other cultures, including different styles of music. The Chinese made alterations to foreign musical instruments, making them their own. So first one we're going to do is the ruan. So in ancient China, the ruan was called the Qin pipa. And again, I apologize if I'm pronouncing them wrong. During the Qin dynasty, the ruan or the Qin pipa is a string instrument within the lute family. Remember, flute is a woodwind, lute is a string instrument. It has 4 strings, a fretted neck, and a circular body. The original ruan had strings that were made of silk. Interesting. Modern ruans now have steel strings. The strings are plucked with a plectrum. Remember, those are picks. They're usually the ones that are on your fingers, which used to be made out of animal horn. Okay, so the first one we're going to listen to is the ruan. Here it is. So it's got the frets telling you where to put your fingers. That's the lines that go across there. It's got the circle shape. And his other fingers are moving so fast that you can't even tell that he's got anything that he's holding to pluck it. Okay, and you've got the link. You can watch it longer if you would like to. Moving on to our next instrument is the guqin. In ancient China, it was considered a very refined and proper instrument. It has been referred to by the Chinese as the father of Chinese music. It is a quiet instrument with a large range of 4 octaves. The guqin has a history of 5,000 years in Chinese music. This refined instrument was a favorite among Chinese scholars and philosophers. Melodies using this instrument are associated with Confucius and Ku Yan, famous philosophers and figures in history. So this one is next. They made a little music video of it, sorry. This one doesn't have frets to tell you where to put your fingers, but if you notice, it does have some dots, and I bet that's to help tell you where to put your fingers. I'm guessing on that, though. I don't know. Okay, moving on to our next instrument, the erhu, which is a two-string bowed instrument, also called a Chinese violin. It is used in pop, rock, jazz, and other genres. Remember, genre is just a category. The erhu can be traced back over 1,000 years. Where'd you go? Here you go. And honestly, if I were just listening to this, I would really think it was a violin playing. Maybe a cello, depending on what notes it was playing. Okay, and you can listen to the rest of that because you also have the links. Moving on to our next instrument. So we've got a couple more. The gong. Now you guys know what a gong sounds like. It's the same gong in some of the other cultures too. It's still our flat metal disc that's hit with a mallet. And again, remember, the bigger the gong is, the more you have to warm it up, get it vibrating before you hit it, or else it will crack. Okay, I did not get a video of that because we've heard them before in our other cultures, and we have one in the music room. If you really want to hear one when we come back to school, I will hit it for you. I will let you hit it as long as you do it nicely. Okay, the Chinese drum, also called the tangu, is covered with animal skin. Now, remember, they don't just go out and get an animal and cover it. A lot of cultures have used animal skins before. Sometimes they also don't use the animal skins. They will use the synthetic or the man-made coverings too. It is hit with 2 sticks. It is usually suspended by 4 rings in a wooden stand. Okay, we are going to watch that one now. Where did it go? Here it is. All right. Now it says Chinese war drums. It's still the same thing. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the taiko drums from Japan. That the performance is as much in how they play it as what they play. If you notice how they're standing, and how they play it. Okay, and you can watch the rest of that one too. We got one more instrument in our journey through China. And it is the Chinese bells. They are a set of bronze bells that are played melodically. They are, and they don't mean this particular set, they mean the bells themselves are between 2,000 and 3,600 years old. So we are going to watch some of those bells also. And this is the bigger set than what they had the pictures of. They're all different sizes, and they're hit with hammers or mallets that are specific to being played for bells, not like a hammer you go get at the hardware store, but bell hammers. Kind of like playing handbells, but they're all suspended. You have to know which one to play at which time, and I don't think they're labeled. I could be wrong on that though. But they would be hung in like piano order, like so you'd find them on the piano. So it's not like they're just organized however they decided to hang them up. Okay, so that was our journey through China, and tomorrow we'll be in a new country, and I will see you then. Bye, guys.